Hello, my Librans. Welcome into a general weekly reading for you for this upcoming week. As you can see, we're beginning with three main energies already on the board. And so jumping right into your center main energy, your weekly reading begins with the Seven of Cups. So I feel like you have a lot going on, Libra, throughout the week, and it shows. You're feeling this quite heavily at certain points. And I feel like the energy around you at certain points throughout the week is quite heavy. But remember that it's not going to get in the way of what you're meant to accomplish, the quality of what you're meant to produce and develop, create. It won't get in the way of connecting with people, your self-care even. But I'm getting now that your heart is going to be standing out throughout the week while money seems to be one of your main focuses. Because I feel like Spirit is saying people are noticing you as somebody with a heart of gold. You speak something and it is extremely genuine and caring. And even if it ends up being the honest truth and maybe a little bit harsh and hard to digest for certain people or somebody in particular, it's still coming from a place of gold, is what I'm hearing. From that heart of gold. It's coming from a good spot. But I also feel like things at times feel a little bit disconnected, a little bit all over the place. It feels like there's a little bit of a sort of an energy where spirits and other factors of life are pulling you in different directions. And that doesn't seem to be a new energy for some of you. But anyways, we're moving on to the World card as well as the Six of Pentacles. Because I feel this can go two different ways, or is going both ways, where your world is developing in so many beautiful ways, and that's creating epic results, it's creating rewards, maybe even you're being gifted throughout the week for some. But I also feel reversing that, the results and the success, the rewards, the positives that are being created and rewarded to you, it's even more so creating and initiating world development. And I feel like this Libran collective is feeling, it's like you're looking at things, certain select things. Let me try that again. You're looking at certain things throughout the week differently. You're feeling differently about this and that you maybe don't expect to. And it's because I feel that you have recently developed and changed as a soul quite dramatically. And I see that showing in regards to how you're wanting to express yourself, how you're speaking, your mannerisms, how you're dressing, how you're showing up to the world. And so naturally, once again, you're going to be feeling and seeing certain things differently. But also, I want to say you need to be protecting your energy and your skin. Okay. But let's keep pulling. What else do we have for Libra? Let's pull these down. There's literally no need to rush. I'm getting that very specifically because it feels like maybe a spiritual entity, the expectations in a situation, maybe the energy in the air otherwise. There's just something about you, maybe all this on your plate. You don't need to rush. As I continuously have to clear my throat, I feel like as well there's a significance and a commonality when it comes to Taurus. Their reading definitely spoke upon briefly a spiritual entity coming through at certain points and trying to block their throat chakra, basically clogging your throat, making you stumble, trying to prevent you from getting your voice out there. And Spirit is saying, remember, Libra, I almost called you Taurus. You have an amazing, very important, powerful voice. Nobody is going to get in the way, okay? I also feel like karma is playing out throughout the week, both good and bad, the in-between. You're seeing this outside of you, while I wouldn't be surprised if you're reaping certain positive results and rewards. Once again, the Six of Pentacles, because of good karma that's coming back for you. But the King of Wands in the upright, absolutely. There's no way that that's in the reversal for you. As I struggle a little bit at this point in the reading, I see Spirit encouraging you, pushing you, shifting you back into your throne. It's this feeling of you being so advanced. You've gone through so much, the ups and downs, the twists and turns, the back and forths, that it's now your time to feel the honor and respect flowing in a lot easier. It feels like you don't need to be completely putting in consistent 24. Let me try that again. I got distracted by a phone call. You don't need to be putting in effort 24/7 every single second of the day for things to be progressing, for things to be flowing in for you positively, for that honor and respect to be coming in for you. And so just remember that it's a time for things to be a lot smoother, easier. It absolutely doesn't say that the week is perfect because, we've spoken upon that. But I do see things coming to be, flowing in for you, maybe getting cut out or leaving your energy field a lot easier. Where you're meant to be, you will be. Where you're meant to be, you will be. There's something about you being pushed to by the spiritual realm to envision better than what you have. It's this feeling of you knowing that what you have at hand, where you are living, where you're working, it holds purpose, right? And I don't see you necessarily questioning that. But then you can't help but at certain points think about what would be better, I live in this sort of country, old Western, cheaper town slash city here in California, mainly because it's cheaper than a lot of other places near here. But then, recently, Spirit has been pushing me to think about living by the water. How would your life be? Even if, naturally it's going to be more expensive, what would you feel like? How would you change? What would you want to change outside of you? What would you then want to accomplish? How would it change your life for the better? There's something about that for you. Okay, so I'm not going to put this on the board, but it feels like Spirit's saying you feel a bit confused, a bit puzzled, at least at certain points. Oh, okay. Also, I'm getting that you have a guard up, Libra. All right, trust issues. It feels like the past people that you've dealt with, past situations have left you, past bumps in the road have left you with this very guarded way of being. And this may come through in little snippy moments and moments of holding back, questioning, who you can trust, what you should be sharing, what you should be answering, who you should even give the time of day to. Take a deep breath and recognize that we need to be more open to the potential of the new, the potential of the continuing, and we need to leave the past where it belongs, in the effing past. We know what we know and we're sticking to it, okay? But you also need to know concretely that we're not going to match you up. We're not going to align you with somebody or something that has these strong commonalities or feels or is to be experienced similarly, if I can even say it, in a similar sense when it comes to, past situations. You know what I'm saying? I struggle to get there, but Spirit's saying we're not going to align you or match you up with anything close to the past. But right at the top of your reading, the Eight of Wands, and they're saying in a sense that kind of feels like it should be the Ten of Wands. Again, having a lot on your plate, going on within you, changing, but the week just might feel quite quick for you. You may feel slow in motion and accomplishing, in adapting and changing, but it feels like things are just kind of going at a steady pace, if I could even say it. Things are proceeding and going by at a steady pace. But again, I feel with the Eight of Wands, Libra, you need to be speaking things quite strategically, to assist other people, to help yourself, to help your current day reality, your path. I'm not surprised to get the message that you are a manifester. And so it's a week where you need to be thinking twice at certain points before you speak. Think twice before you expect. Think twice before you believe in this and that, or desire this and that. Because I will not be surprised when you get what you want, what you need, and what you truly believe and focus upon, all right? But as we get ready to wrap up your reading, I feel like you're thinking about, more than one new fulfilling beginning that does lie in the near horizon, but it doesn't feel as close as it is, all right? And you may need to adjust your perspective in regards to that, because you could push it out a bit further. You could there's the potential that you won't put in the effort that you need to now to change, to adjust, to get ready for whatever new beginning that is on the near horizon. But when you do experience moments throughout the week where there's no bad energy, there's no confrontation, eat it up, okay? But let's wrap up your reading by saying that this is going to be a very busy, very productive week, and you will feel like life is different by the end, all right? So I hope these readings, these messages were truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light.